Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aflor. So in this practical task 3 for multi-area OSPF, I will show the design and build the network and configure basic configuration and configure multi-area OSPF and test the configuration. So we go to the part 1, design and build the network. Okay, so this is my network diagram for logical diagram. So as you can see, I have the network 1, network 2, network 3, network 4, and network 5. And for the multi-area OSPF, have area 1, area 0 for the backbone, and area 2 as well. So we go to the physical diagram. Okay, home city, corporate office. Then as you can see, PC1, PC2, PC3 is linked to the main wire link concept. Okay, so as you can see, R3, R2, R1, and R2. Okay, so we go back to the logical diagram. So as you can see here, this is my IPv4 IP addressing table. Then for R1 have two interface, 0/0, then S0/0. Then other than that, okay, for the PC we're using the DHCP, and this one is a IPv6 for this topology device. Okay, R1, R2, R3, and PC1, PC2, PC3 for IPv6. So now I will go to the part 2, configure the basic configuration. Okay, so as you can see here, complete basic command and DHCP secure remote access. Okay, so we go to the R1. Okay, so as you can see here, unauthorized access to this device is prohibited. Okay, so this is the banner MOTD. Then so as you can see here, is the password console password. So at Cisco, then enable. Okay, so this is the secret password for enable password. Okay, so it's class. Right, so other than that, I have configured for the host name as R1. Then other than that, I will show the no IP domain lookup. Okay, so if I press the invalid command, for example like this, okay, so it will be like translating slash, then unknown command or computer name, or unable to find computer address. So if I don't forget, I don't configure the no IP domain lookup, it will be like, wait, yeah, okay. If I don't forget, if I don't configure for no IP domain lookup, it will be like this. It will be translating domain server. Okay, so I don't want to be like this. So we should configure the no IP domain lookup. Okay, so other than that, I also configure for password encryption, service. Okay, so as you can see here, password encryption here. Then okay, so other than that, okay, so I want to show the interface that I assigned. Show IP interface brief. So as you can see here, for the R1, I have configured for G10.11.30.1 as the gateway for the private, and the S0/0/0 114.106.30.225 for the private area network. Okay, so we go to the R2. We issue the same command. Okay, show IP interface brief. Okay, so the private here, and two area, two public network here and here. Okay, so as you can see, 114.106.30.226, so it's here, and 122.218.30.81, so it's here. Okay, so sorry. Okay, this is 0. Okay, so other than that, I want to show the DHCP. Okay, so for the DHCP, show IP DHCP. Okay, sorry. So IP DHCP pool. Okay, so for R1 have one pool for the private area network. So as you can see, 10.11.30 and 10.11.30.1. So it's this network. So we go to the PC1, then we use we try to get the DHCP. So as you can see, the DHCP request is successful. Okay, so other than that, okay, we want to test or SSH. Okay, so this is show IP SSH. So as you can see, SSH enable version 2. Okay, so we can use show run as well. Okay, so as you can see, okay, logging local and transport input SSH. Then now I try to remove the SSH. Okay, so we go to the PC1. We IP config. Okay, then we ping the gateway. Okay, so from PC1 ping gateway is successful. Then now we try to remove the R1. Okay, so we use SSH option L admin, then 10.11.30.1 is the router IP. Okay, then admin. So as you can see, the remote access is successful for R1. Then we try to connect to R2. Okay, so same SSH option L admin, then we get the SSH. So it's here. Okay, 10.11.30.65. Okay, admin. Alright, so as you can see, we successful to remove the R2. Then we try to remove the R3. So we use the SSH option L admin, then the R3 gateway. So as you can see, from PC1 can remove the R3. Okay, so we done for basic configuration. Now we want to verify the multi-area OSPF. And student able to configure complete multi-area OSPF with OSPF version 2 and version 3, which is the IPv6. Okay, now we go to the packet tracer. Okay, we go to the R1, and first I want to use the command show IP OSPF. So as you can see, for R1, I assign the router ID as 1.1.1.1 and OSPF group 1. Okay, then so as you can see here, number of area in this router is 2. Why? Because R1 have two network for area 1 and area 0. For area 1 is 0/0/0, then for area 0 is S0 S0 S0. Okay, then as you can see here, the area 1 number interface is 1. Okay, then the area backbone 0 is this yellow color network. So number of interface in this network is 1. Then yeah, just like this. And we also can use the show IPv6 or OSPF. So as you can see, routing process OSPF v3 is version 3. Then the group 1, then the router ID for R1. So other than that, as you can see, the area 1 and the area backbone. So the backbone is area 0. Okay, so now I want to use show IP OSPF neighbor, because so as you can see, for R1 have one neighbor, which is the R2. The R2 router ID is .2.2.2.2. Okay, then this is the gateway for the R2. Okay, then we also can use show IPv6 or SPF neighbor, because as you can see, so it's the same thing. Okay, now I want to use the command show IP protocol. So as you can see, the routing protocol is OSPF1. Then the router ID is 1.1.1. Then the routing for the network, so as you can see, 10.11.30.0 is the area 1. So as you can see here. Then the 114 and 114.106.30.224 is the area 0 for the backbone here. Okay, then I also configure the passive interface for G0/0. Okay, now we use the command show IPv6. Show IPv6 protocol. So as you can see here, IPv6 routing is connected. Then IPv6 routing is ND. Then IPv6 routing protocol is OSPF1. Then for interface for area 1 is G0/0. Then interface for S0 for area 0 is S0/0/0. Okay. Then now I want to use the command show IP route or SPF. So as you can see, I want learn the new network from R2 and R3. So the first one is the private network from R2. Okay, then the second one, so as you can see here, 10.11.30.128 and 122.218.30.80 is advertised from 114.106.30.226. Okay, so as you can see, in this network 122.218.30.80 and 10.11.30.128 and has been advertised by R2 to the R1. Okay, so we also can use show IPv6 route or SPF. So as you can see here, R1 also learned 3 new network address from R2 and R3. Okay, right. So now I want to test the connectivity for, okay, here I go back here. So now I already show the basic configuration and I also already showed the multi-area OSPF. Now I want to test the communicate with workstation. Alright, so we go to the PC1. We use ipconfig command. Then we go to the PC2 sim. We go use show ipconfig. So ipconfig, right? Then we go to the PC3 ipconfig. Okay. We go to the PC2. Okay. Now we copy the IP for PC2. Okay. Then we go to PC1. We ping the gateway first. .11.30.1. Okay. So from PC to the gateway is successful. Now we ping to PC2. So the connectivity should be successful. Okay, so as you can see, successful. Alright, now I go to the PC3, then I use the IP, then ping. So the connectivity should be successful as well. Okay, alright, successful. And now I want to ping the IPv6. Okay, so we go here, we use the IPv6 gateway, and we ping. Okay, so for IPv6 PC1 to the gateway is successful. Then we go to the PC2, then we copy the IPv6 address. Okay, ping IPv6. So as you can see, the connectivity also successful. Then we go to the PC3 IPv6 IP, and command ping PC3. So as you can see, for IPv6 and IPv4, connectivity is successful. So we go to here. So I think this just for me. So thank you very much, and bye bye.